What's going on, family? It's your boy Mike Macklin, aka Money Mike, the financial Thanos, because I'm snapping my fingers and I'm turning your financial problems to dust. Hey, I want to welcome you all to my channel. If this is your first time tuning in, let me first and foremost introduce myself. My name is Michael Macklin. I go by Money Mike. I am a personal financial coach specializing in a very simple 5-step financial freedom strategy. If you want to learn more about that, I will talk about it more at the end of the broadcast. But for now, I ask also that if this is your first time tuning in, go ahead and subscribe to this channel and also hit the notification bell. That way you know exactly when I drop new content, and I'm dropping it pretty often, so you definitely don't want to miss it. And if you enjoy, please go ahead and smash that like button for me. I would definitely appreciate that. Today and most Thursdays, what I do is I get on here and I answer different money questions. Now you can actually leave me money questions either here down in the comments, or you can go to my Instagram page. I'll put that up on the screen here shortly so you can see that, and you can leave whatever money questions you have there. And hey, who knows, maybe your question will be on my next video. So definitely don't feel shy about your questions. There's no such thing as a bad question. The only bad one is the question not asked. So now, today we want to actually get into the question. A good friend of mine asked me this question, so I wanted to bring it to you all. Have you ever gotten a letter in the mail from a credit card company saying that you are either pre-qualified or pre-approved for a credit card? And you found yourself wondering, hey, should I get this? What does this even mean? Well, today I'm actually going to answer that question. We're going to talk about the difference between pre-qualified versus pre-approved. And we'll get into a little bit about that, what it means in terms of your credit score, things like that. And so without any further ado, we're going to go in and get into this thing. So the question again, is there a difference in the credit card eligibility when it comes to pre-qualified versus pre-approved? And so to answer that question, again, when you see pre-qualified or pre-approved on a credit offer that you get in the mail, it typically means your credit score and your other financial information, it matched at least some of the eligibility criteria that the companies are looking for, that, for you to become a card holder. So now, understanding the distinction between the two terms, it can be kind of tricky, because, companies, they use them a little bit differently. They mean different things. Sometimes they even use them interchangeably. So now here's a few things to keep in mind when you got questions about this. Well, first and foremost, what are these offers? What are they? Well, both pre-qualified and pre-approved credit card offers, they usually result from a credit card company working with the credit bureau, and they looking at your basic credit information. So when you get one of these offers, more than likely it means that your information was pulled by the credit card company and it showed that you might be a good fit. So now, what's the difference between pre-qualified and pre-approved? Well, pre-qualified and pre-approved, sometimes, like I said before, they're used interchangeably, and it can have slightly different meanings. And that's because the issuers can apply their own meanings to that. So some pre-qualified cards could be reserved for those who meet general credit score range. That means, maybe they're looking at a range between maybe, let's say, 700 to 750, or maybe even lower, maybe a 650 to 700. It all depends, again, on the company. Now, some other pre-approved offers may target those who meet more specific criteria, like a percentage of on-time card payments in your credit history. And a lot of times, the pre-approved is for individuals. Maybe you already have a relationship with a certain bank, like some people bank with American Express, or some people may bank with Chase or whatever bank, and they also have credit cards. Well, they may look at your history with an existing credit card. You may even already have a credit card with the company, and they're looking at your payment history and they say, oh, well, hey, this person, does a pretty good job of paying. Let's offer them a pre-approved card, and you'll get that card in the mail. So now, how do you get that offer? How do you even get the offer? Well, some pre-qualified or pre-approved offers might come to you in the mail or by phone, or you might even get them in email. So if you're interested in a new card, you can respond to these offers, by applying to become a card holder. Now, keep in mind, you haven't actually applied for credit cards when you receive one of these offers. That means the application hasn't been done yet. But if you're interested in a new credit card, you can use pre-qualified or pre-approved offers as an opportunity to compare. So, get your information first. Now, if you're actively seeking a new credit card, you can also research cards and their terms online. Maybe take a look at some of that. And basically the pre-approval, pre-qualify, the way that they work is, they do a soft pull. And a soft pull versus a hard pull. A soft pull, again, they just kind of looking at your general information to determine your eligibility. So that's kind of where the pre-qualification, pre-approval terms come into play. Now, once the hard pull, on the other hand, a hard pull means they actually went into your credit report. And what ends up happening, as we know, a hard inquiry, depending on how many you get, that can have a different effect on your credit. So can a pre-qualified, can it hurt your credit score? Well, again, simple reviews of your credit is soft inquiries, and that doesn't affect your score. Now, a hard inquiry, on the other hand, again, this is when the companies, once you actually apply, see, that's the difference. A soft pull, you haven't applied yet, but a hard pull is when you actually have applied now. And so now you basically have submitted your information and allowed the credit company to go in and do a hard inquiry. It's a little bit of a deeper look into your credit. And so now that is when the credit kind of comes into play. See, a pre-approval versus a pre-qualification. Let me get into the meat of that as well and actually answer the question simply. The simple answer to this is a pre-qualification is basically, again, they went and got your information. You don't have as great of a chance of approval with a pre-qualification. That just means, hey, look, you met some of the basic criteria. Now, a pre-approval, on the other hand, there's a really good chance that you're going to get approved for the credit card. Either one, you still have to apply. So that's why the terms are kind of interchangeable, because either one of them, you're still going to have to actually apply. The only difference is a pre-approval, you have a better chance of actually getting it. You can actually pre-qualify for a credit card, and then once you actually apply, you may still not get approved. But again, the impact on your credit doesn't happen until after you actually apply. So long and short of this whole thing is the terms basically mean the same thing. It's just the pre-approval is a better chance. You have a better chance of getting the card versus a pre-qualification. Both a pre-approval, another thing about a pre-approval as well that you want to be careful of is the pre-approval thing may just be an attempt at them to get to get some credit, get some more credit. And when you looking at credit, you want to look at your situation. You want to look at the terms and things like that. A lot of times when you get pre-approved for a card, it may, you may not have the greatest credit, and it may be just a way to, get you in on a really, really high interest, high fee cards. So you definitely want to take a look at those cards. You want to look at the terms. You want to look at everything. Don't just think just because you're pre-approved or pre-qualified for a card that means, hey, look, life is good. Nothing's going to happen to my credit. Because again, you still have to apply. And there's a chance that even though it says you're pre-qualified, you may not be approved. And finally, even if you are pre-approved, it may just be, again, an attempt to get you to get a credit card. And those cards may not have the best rates. Hey, I hope you all enjoyed this information. Feel free to leave that like, if you enjoyed this. Also, if you have questions, again, leave your information below and comment below with your questions, or you can go onto my Instagram and leave your questions there. This has been Money Mike with another money question for the YouTube. Before I go, again, I want to let you know about what I do. Again, I'm a personal financial coach. So if you would actually like to get some one-on-one consultation, absolutely free, I want you to go to my website, www.moneymike313.com. That should pop up on the page here shortly. Go ahead, bottom of the page, set up a free appointment with me. We'll actually do a Zoom consultation so you know it's actually me and not, some rigmarole, whatever. And we'll get to the bottom of the financial goals that you have and put a plan together to help you get on the right side of the money. Well, hey, that's my time for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And until the next time, I love you. God loves you. He smiles when he sees you, and he sees you all the time, so he's always smiling. So why aren't we? Hey, you all have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Don't forget to go to that webpage, www.moneymike313.com, and also leave your questions below and hit that like button. Until the next time, y'all take care. Gone.